What happens when a smaller nation challenges one of the world's most powerful naval forces? The story of Venezuela provoking a US Navy vessel is one filled with tension, miscalculation, and consequences that remind the world of the fragile balance of power at sea. This confrontation quickly became a global talking point, raising questions about strategy, sovereignty, and the risks of escalation. The incident began when Venezuela decided to test its authority in the waters it claims. In a show of defiance, Venezuelan forces confronted a US Navy vessel, believing they could assert control and send a message of strength. But this move underestimated the sheer capability, training, and presence of the US Navy. The attempt to intimidate backfired, exposing Venezuela to criticism and embarrassment on the international stage. For decades, the US Navy has represented not only military might but also a symbol of dominance on the high seas. It operates globally with fleets that are unmatched in technology and firepower. When Venezuela attempted to push back, it was more than a simple act of maritime defense. It was a political statement. Yet, politics rarely outweighs hard reality when it comes to direct encounters with such a formidable force. Observers quickly noted that this provocation was a misstep. Instead of gaining respect, Venezuela found itself in a position of weakness. Images and reports of the clash circulated widely, painting the country as reckless rather than bold. The US Navy did not escalate the situation into a full-blown conflict, but the mere presence of their warship was enough to demonstrate the imbalance in power. The message was clear: challenging the United States at sea is a gamble few can afford to make. This event also highlighted the risks that come with political posturing. Leaders may seek to project strength at home by standing up to foreign powers. But when military forces are involved, the consequences can spiral quickly. Venezuela's challenge served as a reminder that maritime disputes require careful diplomacy, not hasty confrontations that could put national security at risk. Many analysts see this episode as symbolic of Venezuela's current struggles. Economically strained and politically isolated, the government may have hoped to rally national pride by confronting an external power. However, the result achieved the opposite effect. Internationally, the move was criticized as reckless, while domestically it did little to improve conditions for ordinary citizens. The US Navy's restraint in handling the situation demonstrated both confidence and control. Rather than reacting aggressively, they allowed Venezuela's provocation to reveal itself as a mistake. This strategic patience reinforced America's position without the need for escalation. It was a masterclass in showing strength without unnecessary aggression, something other nations will surely take note of. In the end, the confrontation between Venezuela and the US Navy serves as a cautionary tale. Challenging a superpower on the open seas is more than a bold statement. It is a dangerous miscalculation. For Venezuela, the attempt to project strength instead exposed weakness. For the United States, it was another reminder that power can be shown simply by standing firm. If you found this breakdown insightful and want to stay updated with more global stories and analyses, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for more content.